Fourth day in the Taiga, 3 days of construction. I alone, without any help. I put up 3 wreaths in 3 days, 1 wreath a day, and the logs are quite thick. In 3 days you can put up a log cabin of 3 crowns. This is when in an emergency situation, when you build a hut in winter. Put up 3 crowns if you need to survive. Cover the roof with a tent, or just throw round logs on, and you can live in any cold. The most important thing in the taiga is shelter and firewood. It will be very cold in winter. When you wake up, you take off the roof, and then you continue building. You spend the night when it's cold. This is how you can build a hut alone, even in winter conditions. About 10 wreaths on average, and the hut is ready in 10 days. Let it be in 2 weeks. In 2, maximum 3 weeks. And if you build a hut of smaller dimensions, then even faster. Logs will be smaller. Respectively, you will be less tired. The construction will go faster. Now look at the mosquitoes that are eating me. There are lots of mosquitoes. I'm used to them. I don't even notice them. That's it. I drop everything. Go to the bivouac. Drink tomato juice or tea. Tomato juice or tea. I mix tomato paste with water. It's delicious. I mix tomato paste with water. So it's good. Homemade. Everything has to be homemade. The weather was a little rainy today, but it's still hot when we're working. Also today, we got to try to roll the gasoline barrel ashore. We have it in the water, right in the river. It was unloaded from a helicopter and it's still there. Good morning. It rained all night and has been raining all morning. Day 5 or 6 in the taiga. It's been raining all day. It's drizzling now. I don't want to wear the camera box. I went out this morning and cut some wood on the other side of the river. My father will carry the wood, and I'm going to build a hut. It's dry, but what's the use? It's still wet through. My father asked me to lay 1 wreath. He wants to be part of the construction. I'm trying to take care of him, so he doesn't carry heavy weights or lift anything. By the way, a bear walked by the tent on the other side of the river. By the tent on the other side of the river. He's been walking around. Every morning the dogs bark. I can feel it. It's a bear. They bark at the bear a lot. We woke up to it barking. It's there. He's walking around. He's guarding his territory. So we're ready with our guns. Blizzard is my dog, and Boy is still small, but smart. They lie not far from us when we build a hut. We build a log cabin in the rain. The worst kind of rain is fine. It can rain for a week. We can't lie around for a week, so we get up in the morning. My father cooks food right away, and I go to the construction site. He cooks, and then comes to help me with something. Somewhere, there's a log to lift something else. I'm mostly doing construction. I'm already cold. Now I'll lay the wreath and we'll go and drink tea. I was wrong to start building with such thick logs. There are no thin ones, so I have to take thick logs. It's hard to carry and lift them.
Что случилось? Что случилось, Бурбухова? Бурбух. 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 Бурбуха, бурбух. так
Не
же.
надо в морду. Это не обязательно.
Чё, Пургухова? Что случилось? Пургухова.
Носок потерялся. Вот он в палатке.
Fifth or sixth day in the taiga. I went out, I caught a dozen fish for dinner. I'll try to do at least a short report at the end of the day. We're about day 6 in the taiga. Everything's fine. It's been raining all day. It's been raining, the dogs are playing, the blizzard is always running on the water. In short, it's either she's either got cold or something. I took her to the tent. She recovered in the tent. Everything seems normal now. We need the dogs, and they need us too. My dad's planning on keeping a diary. We've got a little log cabin here. It's almost half finished. The bear walks around in the mornings, disgruntled, apparently because we are on his territory. The weather is not very pleasant for me. It rains all the time, mosquitoes devour us. Of course, if you light smoke in the tent, there are no mosquitoes. We save ourselves then. A couple of bottles are left. Here are such places. Very wild, and you have to rely only on yourself. We're always walking around with guns, always close by. The taiga is our home, our life. We are happy here. It's raining and slushy and very cold. The little one is learning from the blizzard. She's teaching him to stay out when we eat. She waits, so he must wait. She growls at him. She can drag him away by his fur. He follows her every little thing. I try to videotape the important moments so I can show you everything. But when it's raining and slushy, it doesn't always work. Sometimes it's not enough. You have to work and do everything quickly. Winter is coming. Summer is short here. It can snow at any moment. It will be cold in winter, like in Alaska. I dream of going to Alaska, making videos there, hiking in the woods, in the backwoods of the Yukon where the gold rush used to be. I read a lot of Jack London. It's one of my favorite writers. I am content and happy to be in the wilderness. Here, in the vastness of nature, I find my true freedom and harmony. Forgetting the hustle and bustle of the city, I enjoy the simple joys that the world around me gives me. To begin life on the virgin land is truly marvelous. To build my log cabins, they become my cozy shelter from the whims of nature. Here I feel myself a true master of my destiny, free from limits and restrictions. Fishing and hunting is one of the most exciting and rewarding activities for me. Coming to the lakeshore at dawn, I feel the energy that nature itself gives me. Throwing a fishing rod, I enjoy the peace and quiet around me. And when luck appears and I manage to catch my catch, then I realize that my efforts were not in vain. There is also something magical in the feeling of freshness and purity of water, which I drink directly from the stream. After all, the power of nature lives in this water. It rejuvenates me and makes me stronger. And the air here is so clear and fresh that every breath fills me with energy and strength. But the most beautiful thing in all this is the opportunity to be free from news, phone calls and city bustle. Here I am a true master of my time, and nothing can stop me from enjoying the moment. I pay attention to the smallest details of the world around me, to the sounds, fragrant aromas, and soft rustling of leaves. In wild places, I find my world full of delight and joy. Here, I meet the real me and enjoy the simplicity and beauty of life. Every day, I strengthen my connection with nature and realize my importance in this universal order. Let time here flow slowly. Let each day bring me new discoveries and happiness. I am grateful for the opportunity to be here in the Virgin Lands and to marvel at all the beautiful mysteries of nature.
Мои ботинки цивилизации.
I wore these
В них я
boots for a
проходил
year in the
в
city.
городе.
Now I've
Целый
taken
год.
them to the taiga.
Сейчас они в
If you
тайгу
live 6
ушли.
months in the taiga and 6 months traveling around the
Вода
country,
поднимается,
let's dream
поднимается,
together.
поднимается.
Why
по
did he
чуть-чуть
go
пошел.
there?
Ну куда ты
The
пошел,
water's
Бой?
freezing,
Куда?
and
Зачем?
he's just a kid.
Зачем в воду
I don't
лезешь,
want him
мочишься?
to get sick.
А, Бой?
Well, let him
Зачем?
get used to it.
Иди
He
давай.
likes to run on water. The blizzard taught him. She likes rivers and
Попей
lakes
воды,
too.
иди давай.
He's not afraid of
Сухое,
water.
пошли в сухое.
Саша, около часа летели?
Dogs lie down almost in the fire under the smoke. That's how they escape mosquitoes. It's their
Туда
favorite
поближе
place.
к дыму.
I also escape
От комаров.
mosquitoes in the
Когда дым на
smoke.
нее идет, комаров.
Boy carries everything all the time. Firewood,
Бой
shoes,
таскает тут
things,
всё.
chews
За
on
ним глаз за
everything.
глаз.
You gotta keep an eye
Чехлы
on
от
him.
ножей. Все утаскивает.
Пурга, смотрите сюда. Аккуратно. Шуба-то дорогая, норковая у тебя.
And that's me and my dad in the picture.
Какой был, ого.
I'm laughing a little bit. I'm laughing at
Где-то в армии,
myself.
да?
Ну где-то так, да. Значит,
We really need good weather. The rain does not give us a full-fledged build our log cabin. Constantly all wet. The rain really slows us down. Sometimes, even in the rain we build. Raincoat does not help, especially when the rain intensifies. Under it accumulates evaporation and very becomes stuffy. And the rain penetrates all the same. My father and I are discussing the area of this river from the headwaters to the mouth. We're looking at how many creeks flow into this river. It's a mountain river, very fishy, but we need to do a reconnaissance of the territory to determine the habitats of sable, deer and other animals. We need to plan and figure out where I'm going to hunt. My father has to leave soon and I'll live alone for a few months, almost the whole winter. My father has the whole map in a notebook. He likes to redraw the maps himself. So he says the places stick in his memory. When you draw it yourself, you remember everything. I'm shocked. Look where the dogs are lying. Blizzard is lying in the fire, and her fur is smoking.
да, я вижу, но заболела она, ну, вот сейчас греет кости. Нельзя пургать. Ну-ка, давай хоть я отодвину, что ли. Так, раз.
Here's our kitchen. Dishes, woks and everything we need. A mosquito flew right into my mouth. When a little wind picks up, it disperses the mosquitoes. So we are saved from mosquitoes by smoke and wind. This is where all our stuff is. It's all covered. Then we'll move it under the shed. We'll have to build a shelter too. Sometimes it's an inconvenience. When you need to find something, like mosquito repellent, you have to think where it is. You start digging and turning things over. When we sort everything out, then everything will be in its place and we will know where it is. We sorted the groceries from the stuff. We have food in one pile and things in another. We got a snowmobile out there waiting for snow. Here we have fish in canisters. We also need to catch a barrel for the winter, but we'll start that in September. When the weather gets colder, we'll salt the fish.